Hey, it's Sean again. It's been a while. I wanted to tell you a weird one that I found, and hopefully it'll help somebody out there. I don't know if a lot of people this will apply to, but I'm hoping that somebody in YouTube land won't have to go through hours and days of anguish like I did. So let me tell you what this car came in for. It's a 1997 Chrysler Sebring convertible. It belongs to a friend of mine. It's only got 125,000 miles on it. He brought it in because it had an evap leak and an EGR code. They were just vacuum related. So I fixed 3 vacuum lines and I tightened up the fuel filler neck back at the gas tank because somebody had done some previous body work and left that loose. Problem was fixed, right? Went in, started the car up, ran for 3 seconds, died. Started it again, ran for 3 seconds, died. Don't know, didn't know what I did. So I checked everything I'd worked on, checked connections, got my scanner out, scanned codes. Nothing was in the computer. So I'm subscribed to a service called Identifix. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. It's for technicians. There are thousands of technicians on this site. But anyway, you go in there, you put in your problem. If somebody's had it, then there will be suggestions or ways they fixed it in there. So I went and looked on there, didn't find really a lot. Some of it said it had something to do with the alarm. So I checked the alarm, I pulled the door panel off to check the door switches. Guess what? This car has no alarm on it. So I put a call in to Identifix, their hotline, and they called me back. The guy had me get in my scanner and go into the body control module. I went into the body control module and it didn't show any problems or any codes in there. So I went back to the powertrain control module in the scanner, the PCM module. And what happened was when you'd start it, the anti-theft would run for 2 seconds and the anti-theft would say, fuel shut off. So the car was shutting off. And in Identifix, there are some people that said the alarm was set. Even though this car didn't come from the factory with an alarm, apparently it has the ability to set the alarm, or so they thought. So what they're doing, the fix for that is they would replace both the body control module and the powertrain control module. That gets expensive. Then you have to program them. So the guy on the other end of the text said, yeah, that's how you fix it. That's what you've got to do. There's no other way. We talked about what if I could wire a switch in and maybe turn that off. He said, oh, you could try it. May work, may not. So I got thinking about it. I did a little more research on Identifix, and I found you get those same symptoms if this piece, show this piece right here, man. This is the throttle position sensor. If that's got a bad reading or an error, it'll do exactly the same thing. Your finger's in front of you. It'll do exactly the same thing. I don't know why the throttle position sensor goes through the anti-theft. I don't know why Chrysler did it that way, but they do. Anyway, I didn't have any codes. So let me tell you, I cleared all the codes anyway. I unhooked the battery, touched the terminals together to relieve all the capacitors, whatever else, to clear all the memory out of the car, put it back together, still had the same issue. So I got thinking, and this is what I did. And hopefully this is what will help some of you guys. This is what I did. I unplugged the throttle position sensor. I started the car, let it run, it died, started it again, let it run. I did it about 8 times to make sure that it would set a code. Plugged it back in, I got my scanner hooked up, and sure enough, there was a throttle position sensor code. So I thought, great, I cleared the code, started the car up, bam, problem solved. Runs great now. So I don't know why. This car's only got 125,000 miles. Maybe I've said that. I don't know why that got triggered. I put my scanner in to clear the codes after I fixed those things. I don't know if my scanner tripped it. I don't know. Oh, the other thing, the readings on this sensor were all in spec. There wasn't a problem with the sensor. So I don't know what happened, don't know why it happened, but that fixed it. I wanted to add, had I replaced the powertrain control module and the body train control module, it would have fixed the problem. The car would have run because the new PCM and the new BCM wouldn't have had the old code in there and the problem would have been solved. So I'm glad we dug a little deeper and didn't go to that expense. And I just wanted to say, always dig deep. So hopefully that's a good tip for you guys. If you're having this problem, maybe it'll help you get back on the road too. Thanks for coming along.